Hello, friends. Here we are together again. So, tonight's color is Laceration Green. I'm going to open directions together and just give you guys time to arrive and to be kind of tuning in together, getting yourself ready, creating your sacred space. So, we're going to thank the spirits of the East where the sun rises. Thank you for your support and love as we work together tonight. And feel the blessings coming from the East. And we're going to move now to the South, thanking the spirits of the South for their love and support as we work together tonight. Feeling the love and the compassion coming from the spirits of the South, moving to the West now, thanking the spirits of the West for their love and their support as we work together tonight. Thank you, spirits of the West. Now moving to the spirits of the North. Thank you for your support and love. And thanking our power animals and all the wise beings from the lower world. Welcome. Thank you so much for your presence. And the middle world, spirits, the place where you are, the elements, the fire, the air, the earth, and the waters, the land itself, the spirit of your home. Thank you for the support and love as we work together tonight. And now opening ourselves up to the upper world teachers, the wise ones, the sages of the ages, the angelic, the archangelic. Thank you, we love you. Thank you for your presence and support as we work together tonight. And the Colour Masters and all the enlightened ones. We thank you for your support as we lift ourselves and evolve as a species. Great to see friends here. Hi Alav, hi Tony. It's good to see you guys here. It's lovely to be in circle. So the color tonight is a really intense color, Laceration Green. It's a powerful color and it's a really practical color. So I want to talk a little bit about the Laceration Green. Do put in comments if you want, or you have any questions, or you want to ask me anything. I'm just going to wrap myself in a Laceration Green shawl, bringing in more of that energy, the multiple colors. So I chose a photograph of aloe vera for the Laceration Green. And the reason I did that is because, you know, aloe vera has those spikes on them. And when we have that urge to lacerate, we spike other people, we lash out. You know, it's a really powerful, when we're stressed, when we feel frustrated or upset or angry or hurt, that energy, it's like a poison in our soul. And we just need to expel the poisons and clear ourselves. So tonight we're going to work with some methods to do that. But the Laceration Green ray is here to help us to become more conscious of the urge within ourselves when we feel like, you know, zapping out and lacerating someone. What is going on inside of you? You know, what's happening to me if I have this urge to snap and crack and then I, you know, zap somebody with my toxic energy? To become more self-aware, you know, and to be really conscious not to use our energy that way. We need to release the poisons from our soul, but we don't need to send it to anyone else. But oftentimes people wish to justify. So tonight we're going to look at it from like two ways. Like, we receive toxic energy from other people who are frustrated, upset, and angry, but we also send it when we're frustrated, upset, and angry. So The Laceration green ray is here to help us to become more compassionate, more understanding, not only of ourselves, but of other people and what they're going through. It's very easy to assume things about other people, but I think the times are such that people are feeling stressed. People do feel a lot of pressure. They don't know what to do sometimes. They don't know how to manage their own emotions. And it's easy to project the blame outward. In the Medicine for the Earth practices, Sandra Ingerman talks about, express but don't send the energy, don't send intrusions. So many times we're not very conscious. When you're upset and you're hurting, that's the time you're most likely to lose awareness and to lose self-awareness and to release toxic energy. This is not to say that you shouldn't be experiencing toxic energy. We've all been experiencing it in the collective. There's a lot of it going around. And, it's very hard not to get swept up into the waves of it. And it's a bit like that story of when, the man hit the dog bit the cat bit the mouse. That kind of energy can travel down a chain. And so you want to be very conscious when you're feeling upset or bitter. There's a lot of good reasons right now for people to feel bitter. We're going into another wave of lockdown over here. And this is the color for responding to COVID in a positive way, right? So when you are feeling frustrated and trapped and angry, it's easy to let that affect you and come out when you're not expecting it. It kind of can zap out of you. Who has had that experience? Give me a little wave, acknowledge it if you have. That energy is, this is what's really hard to be conscious. It's easy to be conscious when you're feeling all love and light and everything's beautiful. But when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling upset, when you're, and you're upset for good reasons, it's an unhappy situation. It's frustrating. A lot of people are feeling, frustrated about work, the lack of work, being locked out of work, losing time here, not being able to attend schools. There's lots of reasons right now for people that frustration energy is like simmering underneath. And it's easy, road rage happens. People can easily be unkind to each other, and people don't understand the stories of what's going on for the other person. But Laceration Green is here to remind us, address your needs inside, address what is happening to you. If you think about the aloe vera plant, it's got those spikes on the outside, but inside is this incredible juice that is very, very healing. So it soothes the digestive tract. Aloe vera can soothe sunburns. It has many, many healing properties. So how do we deal with our stress? Laceration Green wants to know. And how do you express that energy without sending it to anyone? And then when you're on the receiving end of someone else's stress, how do you manage that? Laceration Green is there to help you to not turn around and want to give it right back. How do you handle that? How do you have compassion for someone else who's undergoing stress? And, I think a lot about the beautiful Vietnamese Buddhist who just recently passed, and his whole thing was about recognize that when other people are hurting you, they're suffering inside. So it's like, take the step back and look at what's going on. We're all in the same boat. People are suffering. Have compassion. Don't be a doormat. Don't let them dump on you, but you just need to be aware, step back and go, okay, they're releasing their toxins. It's got nothing to do with me. They're dumping their poisons and they're stressed. They need support. They need help. A lot of people are having mental health issues right now and getting more angry or wanting to fight with people who are being aggressive and lacerating to you isn't helpful. It's not going to help heal the situation. So we're going to journey and work with Laceration Green, and you're going to pose two questions. One of the questions can be, Now, you might be a kind of person who's very easy for you to absorb other people's negativity and not be reactive, but not everybody's like that. Or if we're in our kind of own zone, we don't understand why someone's attacking us, and we're in the hall of mirrors here. There's a lot of projections, and it can get very, when people are highly stressed, it can be very confusing. So how do we get rid of toxic energy? Laceration green is here to help us to release our toxins. So first, deal with yourself. We're going to ask Laceration green, please give me a simple method I can use in the moment when I realize, like, wow, I'm really getting triggered and I want to lash out. But you don't want to lash out, but the urge to lash out is there. How can I neutralize the pain that's inside of me? What can I do to just feel what I'm feeling, but not send that energy out and direct it to anyone? How can I feel it, but not send it out an intrusion and not escalate an already tense situation? How can I kind of step it down and take responsibility, but also, compassion for yourself? Like, in the moment, you don't want to start an argument or a fight or be snappy, or, how can you be with the pain, basically? Underneath all this laceration green, anger and bitterness, and underneath all those expressions is always pain. So then how can you be with your pain? How can you turn into a sweet, juicy fruit? How can you transcend the negativity and the resentment and the angers and the hatreds? How can you turn into the sweet, juicy fruit that you actually really are? So we're going to journey to Laceration green, and we're going to ask, give me the simple method that I can use to transform my energy, my consciousness, my attitude, when in the moment I'm sort of taken by surprise and I just feel like I want to lash out. There's a moment of rage, whether you're receiving it and then you want to punch back, or whether just the urge is coming up because you got triggered. Like, what can I do to bring myself back to my calm center? So the amygdala's gotten triggered. You're going into fight or flight. Now I want to calm that down. I want to pull my energy back in, and I want to go back into my meditative cerebral space, but still have, the experience and let myself be a human being and finish what I'm experiencing. Experience the full range of the emotions. Okay. So let us go now. So please come back and make some notes for yourself. And if you have a method that you think other people could benefit from that you got, please share it in the comments below so then people can benefit from the cross-pollination of us sharing and exchanging the gifts that we receive, the methods to transform and transmute the toxic energy in our lives. So sometimes really simple things can help us to transform toxins. You know, when that rage button gets triggered and you want to lash out and you want to say an unkind thing or push back if someone's triggered you, and you want to defend yourself and you want to get in there. It's like coming back into the laceration green and breathing in and just relax in your center, seeing the other person is suffering, understanding that you're suffering too, but not escalating the battle. You know, we don't need any more of it. And right now, with all the changes that are happening in the world and the pressures, you know, the COVID strain, I want to call it the strain, COVIDitis is what I call it. The colors that we're asking for at this time each week when we're doing this meditation and journeying experience, it's to alleviate pressure. So don't be surprised this week if you feel like there are hidden toxins coming up from somewhere that you didn't even know you had. It's a bit like a boil comes up to the surface of your skin, and then, you know, you lance the boil and you release the toxins and you let the pain out. And having compassion. This is a week to really be compassionate with yourself, to not give yourself a hard time. You know, if you're feeling low, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling angry and upset by circumstances, this is a really good time to just call in laceration green. Like, you can say the name of the color 3 times. Laceration green, laceration green, laceration green. And then sit in meditation. So try that now, just closing your eyes. And as you breathe, imagine you're breathing in that color. You know, the center of the aloe vera is that clear gel. It's a healing gel. It heals, burns. If your soul is, if your persona, if you're feeling burnt out, fried, frustrated, angry, just breathe in that laceration green coolness to heal. And thank laceration green, sort of this angelic force and this angelic presence, the master of this ray, the mistress of this ray. Just thank them for coming and transforming that pain inside and allowing you to then heal. You know, we all carry pain, and sometimes we carry other people's pain in our family line, ancestors, family members. Unconsciously, we often pick up pain from other people, especially if you're empathic and sensitive, and you might be attempting to transmute other people's pain unwittingly. It's better in the first place not to pick up the pain, but something ancestral, if it's a great grandparent or something, you're not, you didn't maybe even meet them and you're carrying their pain, you know, it's different. So just thanking laceration green for the healing, to clear, to lance the boil, to remove the poisons from your soul, and knowing that in your meditation that you're getting the clearing and you're getting the healing that you need. You can use that as a self-care remedy when you're waking up in your morning, when you're going to sleep at night. If you've had a hard day, and you know, sometimes you review the day and you think that was a challenging interaction with that person. Don't go to sleep angry. Breathe in the laceration green. Use laceration green. It's here to heal you and to help you. So please enjoy it, use it, work with it. It's here for our benefit and healing. And as we heal ourselves and we clear that inside, we clear it for the collective as well. We're all connected in this energy. And then at least if we stop that behavior, then it doesn't have that ripple on effect. And if someone throws that behavior to you, use the method, cease and desist, calm. You know, you can have a good boundary, but you don't overexcite it and inflame it and you know, tennis back and forth. You just, and the other person will see what you're doing. Energetically, they'll get it on, even on a subliminal level. So the next few weeks, I'm going to be in transit. I'm traveling to support my parents in the States. I'm going to be first heading to the New York area. I'm not sure I'll have Wi-Fi for a few weeks. If I can, I will. Maybe Rahima will step in if I can't do the weekly color. Let's see what happens. I'll twist her arm. And yeah, so in December, we're starting the Thursday evening, second Thursday of every month. We're having a journey circle on a Zoom call. If you're interested in that, go to the website, check that out. We've also put out like a questionnaire for the people who are interested in the shamanic training, the long-term trainings. We've devised it so partly can be online, primarily for the first year still because of COVID. So we're in that process. So if you want to participate, we're going to have a free masterclass later, not like imminently, but we're just letting you have your opinion of what you might like us to teach and share in that masterclass. And then, you know, you can go and put your opinion in that survey if you care to take it. Yeah, and I'll be back in December. If not, you know, the next few weeks, we'll see what's going to happen, if I can get online or not. And I just wish you many, many blessings and the peace that comes when the laceration green energy is removed and transmuted. You know, really blessings and peace and the love of the colors. And do write in any comments you want below. I will respond. I read everything later. And share your method if you feel like it. And yeah, we've got a few more things on the boil here going on. I'm finishing mastering the meditation CD, the Metamorphosemi, which is a moving meditation with the elements, working with fire and working with water, air, and earth. And we'll probably have like a mini course around that to help people understand how to work with that meditation. But everything's starting to come into play, you know, all the things, we're just working together, and just have a beautiful week. And be wary of the toxic energy that's around, and don't get swept away by it. Hold your peaceful center, hold your calm, and use whatever method you got. Like, share that method. I want to know what you got in your journey of like how to transmute the toxic energy, whether it's coming at you or coming up through you, wanting to kind of to other people, you know. So it'd be interesting to see, and we can support each other in that. And yeah, it's natural to feel those energies. So it's not about suppressing them. It's about transforming them and expressing them in a way where no one else gets hurt. So it's not saying you're not entitled to feel it. You are. But don't let it harm you. Don't let it harm your loved ones. And, you know, hand it over for recycling. Let's see what you got. Okay. Much, much love to you all. And, yeah, leave any comments below. See you whenever the next time is. Okay, bye for now.